It's a new day for you, and another day of pain for me. As FIFA 23 loads in, knowing nothing will be free. A long stare at my team, containing stars so bright, but my heart sinks, remembering last night. To get to the point, we're leaving Ultimate Team for another time. Today I'll give the Manager Career Mode a go. I don't think I've even touched Manager Career Mode this year, so I've always wondered why Career Mode feels so limited. Sure, you have many options when it comes to your story or how you want things in game to play out. However, we are missing many features that should be in the game. Some of these features have even been taken away from us.
Money, please!
If you think about it, a whole lot of things we see in Career Mode is not the way things go in real life. And it left me wondering at the end of the day, what is this game really about?
As human beings, we always have questions we want answered. We search far and wide, interview or interrogate. Gelapir was searching for an answer to his question. Little did this little man know that the answer he was looking for was quite literally in his own hands.
Yes?
Sir, as requested, we think we have found the man for the job.
Show me his information. I want to have a look into him myself.
Unfortunately, that's not possible.
What do you mean, not possible?
There is no information to be found on this man, sir. Not even a birth certificate.
Well, how did you find him then?
I honestly have no idea. In the evening, I found a note on my desk with a name and number.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but our fans are expecting promotion to the Premier League this season.
There is no other manager available, sir, so I don't think we have much of a choice.
So we've gotten ourselves chained to Hull City and we have one goal this season, and that's to promote to the Premier League. So that's great. So without further ado, let's have a look at the team. Yes, as expected. Trash. But we can make things work, so I'll just have to figure the first team out, do some training and continue from there.
Hey, that's wow, 3 points.
Alright, I think this is gonna be the first team. Has a lot of improving to do though. The best way to test them out is by playing some friendlies, I guess.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, I think we got this one in the bag. I lied. So to save you some time, I played 2 more games and let's just say they didn't go well. I don't want to talk about it. So as you know, now we get to the fun part. And that's improving the squad by catching some deals. Stay with me, alright? I know you're bored. Stay with me. So we are going to try and add Garnacho to the team. I'm not sure if Ten Hag is going to allow it though.
Did I tell you about how I benched Ronaldo?
With the signing of Garnacho and while we wait for the other scout results to come in, I believe we are ready for our first league game, which was pretty difficult and a boring game. But we won after scoring the single goal of the game. I continued the second game, which I didn't attend because I had other important work to do. The team drew, however, which isn't too bad. Right? With more scouts results coming in, it's time for decisions. I'm a man who believes that it's not only about how hard you can hit, but how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's why I made the choice to buy a new center back, with a second one on the way. Next up, I thought that my strikers felt a bit slow, and I know from experience that pace is place. No wait, pace is first place. No wait, pace is 5. I didn't get many scout results other than this Afenagian dude. Honestly, I must say there's something fishy about this dude. I ain't gonna say much other than that. I just something ain't right. Anyways, I didn't feel like playing the next game, so we skipped that one as well. And oh my, we got the W. I needed to make some more transfers though. So I bought the second center back for backup, and I also bought into the striker scam. The young striker. There started to form a pattern of me not attending games, which was starting to have some repercussions. Or did it? No, it did. Looking at the table, it did. I was supposed to be fighting for top spot at this point.
Mr. Holop, for the last couple of games you were nowhere to be found. Where were you?
He's won $1 million!
By the way, while all of this was happening, I was selling players left, right, and center, rinsing this club of the old and trying to bring some youngsters in who could bring some joy to our Tiger. With all the criticism I am receiving, I really think it's time to show my face again. It's time to attend a game again. The next game we were up against Birmingham. This was an important game to get ourselves immediately back into the race. After that hell of a game, we have reached deadline day, and you know what that means? Bought a new defender. Now, will this be enough to reach promotion though? Unfortunately, things didn't really go as planned. I didn't feel like playing lots of games, and at the time I had other plans, but at what cost? I was losing game after game. Sure, some I won, but I was mostly seeing a screen of defeat. I picked up some of the courage I had left to minimize the damage, of course. But I think I've only made things worse. The team I chose to play against was a team known for its deadly attacking abilities. The team known as Prime Barcelona, and I'm obviously talking about Burnley. I gave it my all, trying to make something of this game, but we already knew we had lost the game before the game even began. I think that the best butcher out there in the world, in the streets or whatever, won't be able to slice me open the way Burnley did. They literally handled me like a side quest. I couldn't watch this anymore. Play. So I gave up. The next game, I gave it another go, this time against Bristol City. This game was different. There was no Burnley, so I still had a tiny bit of hope in me. I had some chances, but Bristol was really putting some heavy pressure on me. For a long period of time, nothing worked, and it all got harder when they opened the score. This was bad. But I kept going. I got a couple of shots on target, but I felt like I was playing against myself. Bristol City's defense was unbreakable. And just before I thought that at least one of my chances could go in, things got worse. There wasn't much I could do from this point. And that was game. Things were bad. We were 17th place, and there wasn't even a smell of promotion. No matter how close you sniffed. Even the team was letting me know that they doubted me with the memo one of them sent me.
Hey, bitch. I think I'm talking to a bitch.
But actually, that's when I realized the problem. We played game after game. Why? For the team. There was no team. We were fighting for something that wasn't even there in the first place. In the beginning, I was looking at how I wanted to play and made things very complicated, to be honest. And I didn't look at my team and build my formation and tactics based on their strengths. So before my next game, I took some time to figure out a way to play that would fit the team and help the team move forward. I already realized that I didn't really have any good wingers to begin with, and playing 3 in the back is just asking for problems. So we changed things up accordingly, and with everyone happy, we gave the new formation and tactics a go. And it paid off! It looks like the tide is starting to turn. That's what I thought. So to see if it wasn't only my players blessing me, I tried to also give it a go on the pitch myself. Against Luton Town. Immediately after the starting whistle, we opened the score. A bit after, they hit back with an equalizer, which was just unlucky, to be honest. But just before halftime, we managed to get back in the lead. Second half felt way easier. We made 3-1, 4-1, and then that's when I also had seen enough. This is what we were looking for. So with a great taste of our secret sauce, why not continue while we're at it? We were playing phenomenally, winning games left, right, center, back, check, fragment back. I felt like there was a new life in these players. With this amazing run, we were making a comeback, moving closer and closer towards the top. Eventually, we even reached 6th place, touching the bottom of the playoffs. However, I don't think I have time to settle for a playoff. We need an immediate promotion spot. That's where this important game comes in. We are playing against 2nd place with 3 points different. We are able to get even with them, but that means we must win this game. Although I would like myself a warm joke right now. In this case, Watford isn't one. I'm not sure if that makes sense. Starting the match with a 1-0 lead, just to concede the equalizer within minutes. To eventually even get behind in the second half, we had to fight back. Around the 60th minute, we scored a beautiful team goal, but we wanted more. It didn't look like there was more in it for us though. However, one chance rose into existence with a chance for Pelkas to make a double, but no! However, Fenna! There's something fishy about this dude. I ain't gonna say much other than that. He does it! This is the team that rose from the dead and is now looking to take over the league. Continuing this path, we eventually got ourselves level with the league leaders. While we made it this far, we will need to make some transfers while the transfer market is open. Because to be honest, our squad depth isn't really good right now. One injury could screw us over. So with the not so much money I had left, I sold a few players and bought in the following. A goalkeeper, a young striker, and just 2 dudes who I found on the street.
2 bros chilling in the hot tub, 5... Where are they?
Signing these 2 free agents did give us some new options, because now we can play with white players. Like this! Anyways, as I previously said, we were even with the league leaders, and spoiler alert, that stays like that for a while. Anyways, you have reached the pinnacle of the video, because we have reached the most important game of the season. The game that will determine our destiny. As you can see on the league table, the battle is still close. We are top, but we still have Sheffield and Blackburn ready to take over. Might we slip up? Winning this would probably most definitely mean promotion. I know we would still have like 5 games left, but I don't worry about those. Because the most important question right now is, are we able to defeat Sheffield United? The answer is yes. Well, you expected a whole dramatic scene with a close game. I couldn't play the last game. You see, after the 3-0 victory over Sheffield, I was doing some business. Somebody knocked on the door and I expected the person every one of us would expect. Dad?
We started the video with a question for which we were all eagerly awaiting an answer. No? You're telling me you watched the whole video and didn't understand the point of it? I guess I'll just refresh your mind.
At the end of the day, what is this game really about?
And because you've already ruined the build-up, I might as well give you the answer too. It's money.